Hello and welcome to Realexcel Epilepsy Portal. I'm going to take this off because I do hear an echo. And so today we're going to talk about things to keep in mind when you guys are when we are going through the holiday season, and making sure that we don't overdo, as it often happens that people do, um, just like maybe too much eating, too much drinking, not enough moving around. And I just wanted to have a little chat with you guys on the topic of staying healthy throughout Christmas and the holidays, and making sure that that we keep an open mind and be mindful all throughout the holidays, including the pandemic, making sure that we don't go and visit people who are at high risk, even if they are family members. You love them. Make sure that you are very mindful of keeping them to stay well, and to be around for the years to come. Okay. Okay, let me see if uh, I wanted to make sure that I see. Just give me a second. I want to check if this even showed up. It didn't show up even. Okay, it's weird. So, anyways, today, the first topic, I write things down because I do forget them. The meds I take, they don't work very well uh, with the mind. So I do have to write things down, and it's okay to write things down, and it's okay to write them down to remember. Okay, so the first thing, staying healthy during Christmas. Guys, the first thing for everyone, when you have epilepsy, we have seizures, is sleep. Now, I have had some technical difficulties, so sorry for not being able to stream at 1 o'clock. Also, Virginia's been sleeping all day, like all day long. She's not feeling well, and I wanted for her to be here with you today. Now she's unable to do this. She's still sleeping. She said she's not feeling well, and well, I'm not gonna push it. I do want her to sleep it off and feel better. Now, one more thing, we have not had heat since Friday morning. Our building, the boiler broke, and it's just horrible. It's really super, super cold. Now, I'm wearing short sleeves because we still do have electricity. So, the electrical bill is gonna be whoa up to here, okay? Because who knows if we even get a boiler before Christmas, because this is a pandemic time and it's really hard to get stuff. So, like, I'm really hoping that we do. Okay, so, anyways, adequate sleep. Super, super important part of epilepsy is having enough sleep. So, if you have, um, everybody is different. Everyone is different. So everyone has a different requirement of how many hours they need to sleep, what kind of sleep they need. If you need your lights off completely, if you need a complete quiet. There are things that you can do, even if you do live in a big family, that you can help yourself to kind of dim those things. Let's say, there's a lot of noise. Get those very soft earplugs, like super soft ones, so your ears don't hurt when you wake up. You don't want that. Okay, there's really soft ones. They sell them actually at different hardness. So you get the soft ones. You know, you're not gonna hear the noises as much. You're gonna be able to have a better sleep, and also you're gonna get your rest, which is the most important thing. So other problems that people have when it comes to sleep is that they have there's too much light. Let's say they you know, people come in the room, they turn on the lights, or for some reason, you know, you work night or you stay up night, and then you need to sleep during the day, and then you're unable to because the light bothers you. Well, for whatever reason the light bothers you, there are those eye covers. Okay, so they're like eye patch kind of, two eye for both of the eyes. You put it on, and you just sleep with that. Get the cloth one, get the ones that are like breathable, so your eyes are not like all clammy in the morning. But get the ones that are nice, breathable, and that you feel comfortable in. Okay. Um, Adequate hours of sleep. So this is another thing that is super important for you to get the hours that you need, because if you don't sleep enough, um, you will obviously have issues with seizures. And you guys, I don't have to tell you that enough, that this is what, you know, this is what is the reality. And we all been to the point where you say, oh, you know, I can still kind of stay up and and don't have to, you know, I don't have to sleep or not yet. Make a decision to sleep enough hours throughout the day. So you need to determine what are your hours for your body to feel perfectly rested. Okay. Get let's say, like, for example, for Virginia it's 12 hours. All right, I would say my perfect rest would be 12 hours for myself. Well, because of my health conditions and stuff, I will do okay on 9 hours of sleep. Okay. Any less than that, it's a struggle for me throughout the day, or it's a struggle for me throughout the day, every day, anyways, because I have fibromyalgia and all kinds of other stuff. But the thing is about adequate sleep is because when you sleep, your body recovers from whatever you went throughout the day. Okay, so let's say, you know, you did a lot of work, or you know, or workout, or you went to school, or whatever it is. The body recharges the batteries, you could call it that. Okay, and rebuilds the cells while it sleeps. Okay, so while you sleep, the only time the body builds new cells is when you're sleeping. Okay, it does not happen during the day. The reason why is because the body needs the energy throughout the day to function. You know, you're thinking and you're doing stuff, and you're moving around all the time, and you're digesting food. So the body needs that energy for other functions throughout the day. And then at night, you get to sleep, and you get to recharge your batteries. Okay, so and then rebuild and build new cells. Okay, that goes for every single cell in the body. You need new brain cells every day. If you guys are not sleeping adequate hours for your body's needs, you need to address that problem. Okay, because it is a problem, it is an issue. It has become an issue for well, for both of us, actually, for Virginia and for myself. Throughout the years, you know, I've had night work for many years. I worked nights, and Virginia was staying up nights. So um, you know, she had her own issues going through, in life, and she didn't get enough sleep because she didn't sleep at night, and during the day she had to go to school. Okay, so, and I didn't find out until years later when she shared her experience, and she said that, she's not been sleeping pretty much almost at all. uh, it can also be, and I am saying that from past experience, from seeing someone who was very, very close to me, which was Virginia's father. And I believe it may be somewhat genetic. So the person who has some kind of an issue with the sleeping problem, they could be the children could have the same, not necessarily sleeping problems. They could have the same inclination. So if they go that way, obviously the life takes them, that way, and then they're gonna have pretty much they end up where the parents were, and many of us we don't want to. So genetics do play a huge role in that, and sleeping is also has to do a lot with that, with the lifestyle, with the way you grow up, with what you have to do. Like, I mean, uh, if a person doesn't have to do much throughout the day, obviously they can sleep a lot, and they can. It doesn't mean they do. So many people choose not to. Okay. So for me, for example, it's 9 hours minimum. That's like good. So I'll be able to function throughout the day, and for Virginia's 12. For some people, I've known people who said, "Hey, I have 5 hours of sleep. I cannot." I have met one person who slept like 4 hours a night, and sometimes they said that's too much, and I could not believe this person was super high energy. I could not believe how this is even possible to function, okay? Because the body needs to recharge and recover and rebuild the cells, right? And this person had super like high metabolism, but we're all different. So that's what I'm saying. Adequate hours of sleep, according to your body's needs. So you guys write down the days that you sleep and that you feel super good or super rested and well in the morning. Make sure that you know what time you went to sleep, and then put the time when you wake up and say, oh, I slept 10 hours. Oh, I feel super, super nice today. Like, I'm all recharged. I'm not talking about throughout the day. I'm talking about like in the morning, because, throughout the day you may get tired, and, you're starting with your meds and stuff. So that's another story, okay? But the thing is to pay attention to how many hours of actual sleep you guys get and what works for you. Okay, so let's say some nights you don't get enough sleep. You sleep, let's say, 6 or 7 hours, and you say, "Oh wow, that was not enough for me." So then you go back in go back to your memory lane and say, "Okay, you know what? I think many times when I slept like for 10 hours or whatnot, I felt really, really good." So 8 hours, 10 hours. Um, the REM sleep, so accordingly to what science says, there's a cycle of sleep in 3 hours, in 3 hour cycles, okay? So let's say 9 hours, okay? 9 hours would be three nice good cycles of sleep, okay? Full cycles of sleep. And then 12 hours would be 4 cycles of sleep, okay? Now, I mean, I've slept hours that are necessary to function and do things at home, because we all have lives and we all have our responsibilities. And so I obviously, I know that I have not been sleeping enough. but for I do put the times and I do pay attention. And then when my body says, let's say the next day, my body says, hey, you know, I need those few extra hours. And if I can, I just sleep it off. Okay. And I even push it to sleep it off because it is absolutely necessary. I know when I wake up in the morning, even though I felt in excruciating pain, and I still have to wake up throughout the night in excruciating pain until I sleep adequate hours, I do not feel well. All right, so sleep, 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 sleep is super, super, super important. I hope you guys got that tip of the day today, which I wanted to start with because it's a huge deal and it's super important. Okay, this goes for anyone, not just people with epilepsy. It goes for anyone's health and anyone who knows that they don't sleep adequate hours. You know, it may not take toll when you're young, but it will start adding up throughout the years, and it will affect you. So guys, pay attention and be mindful, and and use that mindfulness and intelligence, you know, to do well for your body and for yourself. Okay, so um, on the note of sleep, I want to be able to guys to give you not just talk about the topic, but I wanted to kind of each time give you like my kind of solutions that I know about myself. So one of them would be just tuning down your activity as it comes, as the night comes, okay, or as you're getting ready, you know, for sleep. So a couple of hours before, or even just at least 1 hour before you go to sleep, you know, dim the lights in your room, you know, put the music down, put some relaxing music on. We have a vast library of relaxation music on our channel for those of you who don't know, and you are welcome to check it out. And also we have Realexcel music sanctuary. Okay, just type that in the search and you'll find music. Okay, not everything is so on our channel stuff is for epilepsy, so it's inclined towards being a soft music, relaxing, you know, that does not, you know, affect people with epilepsy. So everyone is different. If anything does affect you, you stop watching. That goes for any type of music, and some of the music is on our music channel. So it's not, you know, you guys just go through whatever feels good, and generally all the music that we have on our channel is for epilepsy. Okay, so it's safe for people with epilepsy. Another thing, I know that a lot of people have to take some kind of, you know, helping aids to go to sleep. So whether it is, you know, some meds or just kind of just a relaxing tea. Now, my recommendation would be Melissa tea. Okay, Melissa tea, you can have it before your bedtime. It is fine to have it before bedtime. Do not put sugar in it. Virginia learned how to drink tea without sugar because sugar is super bad. So, and I'm gonna actually talk about that topic. That's next in queue. If you drink anything before you go to sleep, do not eat sugary stuff. Do not drink sugary drinks. Okay, so don't put sugar in your tea, in your Melissa tea. If you do, you can put just like a trace amounts. So you know, it kind of Melissa tea doesn't really taste like pretty much anything. It just tastes like herbal tea. That's all. Anyhow, so Other things, reading a book before going to sleep is also a way of, kind of winding down and relaxing before you're gonna go to sleep. So best time is also when you dim your lights. It lets your body know that your body is ready to produce melatonin, which is a relaxant for going to sleep, and so your body can kind of start getting in that resting state, and that it knows that, okay, I'm done for the day, and now I can just, go to sleep and relax. Okay, and recharge, rebuild the cells in your body, build brand new ones, healthy ones. Okay. Okay, so next on the list, if I have missed anything, guys, always, ask questions. Put any comments that you have. You can put it below the video. I don't see anybody commenting right now, so comments below the video are fine. I do read the comments, and I do answer to the comments. So any video, any comments are absolutely okay. All right, so the next one on the list is about food. Christmas time, holidays time. I know for a fact everyone, because they say, oh yeah, it's holidays, I can kind of had like lots of cake, or lots of turkey, or well, whatever it is that, everybody eats. And that's been a tradition pretty much for myself, growing up. And that's also been a tradition for, that when my kids were growing up, I would, do the same thing for Christmas. I would buy lots of foods that I normally don't buy. And, that we would eat more. As the years went by, and I got, a little wiser and older, I have learned that overeating during Christmas is not a good idea. So overeating, or drinking a lot of sugary drinks, or drinks that are not gonna help you be well, is also a very, very bad idea. So excuse me, stay away from sugar as much as possible. Pace yourself. So let's say the reason is because sugar affects people, especially affects people with epilepsy. Okay, so, and anybody who, anyone. So I mean, a person who does not have epilepsy, they may not react to sugar the same way as a person who does. Okay, because of for that reason. And junk food, and colas and stuff like that, it's really bad. So if you have it, let's say once in a while in adequate amounts, then that's fine. But if you're drinking colas every day, which Virginia used to when she was younger, I would like to buy it in bulk, so I would buy a case of, let's say, like Coca-Cola for the kids. I grew up that way, so what am I gonna do, right? I believed it was a good thing to do. Now, today, since I'm the wiser, water. Okay, this is the best drink for you guys. Best drink ever is water. Okay, clean water. Make sure it's not, that's not just the water, polluted water from the tap. If you have no other means, boil water and freeze it if you can, to kill anything off that you want to, like any bacteria or any virus that may be in the water, any contaminations. Boiling also helps to get rid of some of the fluoride that's in the water, so it evaporates while it's boiling. Okay, so that's another good pointer there. Now, um junk food. Okay, okay, not just junk food, because I mean during Christmas people, they don't really eat like a lot of junk food, other than maybe they'll go for chocolate if somebody's offering, or a lot of cakes. Now if you're eating a lot of it, obviously this is not what your body normally eats. Then you're gonna know that your body's gonna have to handle all of this. Okay, and if you know for a fact that is not gonna that it does not end up well, then just refrain from some things. Just say, okay, you know what, instead of having from the table, depends on how you grew up. Let's say on the table there's different 5 different types of cakes, or pies and stuff like that. Instead of having one of each, just go for the ones that you like the most, one or two. Okay, and then say, okay, can you pack the other three for me, to take home, since I can't have it right now, but I really want to try it. And that's also gonna work, and you can have it later, right? um okay, so watching what you eat is not just about junk food then. So that's what I meant. Like, let's say eating like a huge amounts of anything is actually bad for the body. Our bodies are designed to eat variety of foods, in adequate amounts. Okay, and so because over the centuries, we have taught our bodies to eat. Most people eat 3 times a day. I don't, because I don't, in my lifestyle I did not achieve that. I maybe when I was a child, yeah, my mom would put food 3 times a day on the table, I would eat it. But nowadays I either eat once or twice a day, and that's pretty much it. That's for my lifestyle. So everybody has a different lifestyle. Guys, you gotta use and work with what you have. Okay, so you cannot do what you cannot do. So watching the food and drink throughout the holidays is a kind of, hello. Yeah, you know what? When I'm speaking, I hear a little bit of like high pitch, noise. I just wanna let me see if I still hear stuff. This is fine. Okay. There's like a little bit of weird, yeah, like a little squeak. Anyways, it's probably some kind of echo or something. Okay, so we're gonna keep on going, and again, now, if it comes to guys, I want to just say this. I don't think we're supposed to kind of talk about this, but any type of alcohol, okay, especially for people with epilepsy, it's a no-no. Okay, guys, if you are, if you have, or if you are, this is a very bad thing for people with epilepsy. It affects the body, it affects the brain. I'm pretty sure it never affects the brain in a good way. So, just maybe having a little bit of it if you must, making sure that it's not at the same time when you're taking your meds, and that you have the light type. Say let's say it's a beer, or a wine, instead of something like it's really harsh and super strong. Okay, so So that's about it. Like on the point of food and sugar, especially sugar. One more thing I want to say is that uh, there are foods that are all the foods that are processed, even the ones that are not processed, even the ones that come from the ground. A lot of foods have toxins in them. Okay, so the ones that come from the ground, it would be because somewhat, or some in some way they got contaminated, while they were growing. Other things, so you can't, like, if you ever guys watch or hear about, some, let's say, E. coli, something in some type of lettuce, and there's recalls from the companies. You gotta stay away from that, okay? So make sure that you always pay attention. Hi, Sophie. How are you, girl? Um, I'm sorry I'm late. Hope you all are well, despite despite tech issues. Yes, thank you. Yeah, we're good. We don't have heater in the house. The boiler in the building broke completely, so we're just kind of living with the electrical heater, and it's not fun at all. But yeah, we're good. And I fixed a PC, well, somewhat. So it's working well right now. And I was trying to get Virginia on the stream today. She's been sleeping all day. I asked her, can you come? And I kind of went there twice, and she's just not well today. So she's sleeping it off, and I'm letting her, because the days that she doesn't feel well and she needs that extra sleep, I just let her. How are you doing? How is your mom? And how are you guys doing over there? Um, is everything good? Are you ready for Christmas? Did you do your Christmas shopping? I'm gonna do my last minute. I'm a last minute shopper when it comes to always when it came to Christmas. I know this year I will not be buying much at all, so I don't have much shopping. It's just like I did my kind of main stuff already, and then just go do last minute. A day or two before Christmas. I was talking about sleep and food and drink, of course, how it affects people, and to make sure that we do get enough and adequate sleep throughout the holidays. Because people get excited, they get they want to go and see the family, which at this time I would strongly suggest that you guys refrain from it. Okay, it is only 1 year, like, I mean, the first year, and I know it's, a lot of people had to practice restraint from, going to see other people. But, if you love your family, and you want them to be well, like, try not to go anywhere where anybody who does not have a strong immune system would be, exposed, right, to the virus. So Sophie says, all is well. Yes, Xmas is going to be spent with family who is all healthy and isolated. Okay, so that's fantastic. We all out, like, I mean, over the years, I always kind of look forward to that time, where you kind of just, relax and spend time with the family and have fun and have laughs and, good food in moderation. So that's what I was talking about today. I was talking about moderation, throughout Christmas, especially when it comes to, like, soft drinks and sugary foods. So sleep is important. Then again, self-care is important. Yes. Yeah, so I was talking about the food, and how especially people like, I don't know about from other countries, but people from Europe, and I grew up in Europe. There's like a 12-course meal. For people in Europe, it's like tradition. You prepare 12 different courses of food. That does not include, I don't think that includes, this my mom always did that. I don't think that includes like sweet stuff, like cakes and stuff. It's just like food. So different types of, let's say fish, and different types of there was no meat uh, on the Christmas table until like I think after the Christmas day. So Christmas Eve was the feast in Europe, and then you have like on the after that, um, after the 20. I know there's a certain day. I think after the 25th, you're allowed to have like meat again. So uh, anyhow, it was really good. I still loved it. I mean, my mom always cooked and prepared all different types of dishes, and it was, super cool and super yummy. And the family was always there, so it was really, really nice. Um, Now, the next point that I wrote things down so I don't forget. Okay, so keeping it healthy in a pandemic. Okay, so one more thing is that we are in a pandemic. If so, one of my neighbors, her father is, I think, some 80, almost like 90 years old, 87 or something, so 89, and so she says she's not gonna be going there because she loves her father, and she's like really super heartbroken, but she understands that this is what is, and it is better not to go, and to take that chance. Now her sister's gonna be with her father. Like I don't have family here that I'm gonna actually see for Christmas other than Virginia right now, because my family is practically spread all over the world, and so I don't have anybody else other than Virginia that's close. So it's gonna be two of us for Christmas. We're gonna have our own party for which actually we're gonna invite you guys, and I'm gonna find out, maybe which day, maybe on a Christmas day, we're gonna have like a community get together, especially for those of you who don't have families, who are staying away from families, and who are isolating and stuff like that for safety reasons, or who just live alone and kind of don't go anywhere, or don't have anyone to share things with. So I invite you on the 25th. I am hoping that Virginia, I'm gonna like kind of motivate her with something to make the time on the 25th to be with you guys, and for you, if you can come and spend some time with us, that'd be super great. So keeping it healthy in the pandemic, make sure that you're wearing your masks. I did not show. Oh, you know what? I did not show. Uh, that's too bad. Okay, you know what? On our next live stream, I'm gonna show our store. So I did some designs. They already came out with like masks and stuff. So I do all my own like merch design, and there are a few new designs that I added to the store. Oh, you can actually go and see it at the Realexcel on Redbubble, okay, .com. So check that out. And for Christmas, it's too late. It's too bad because it's a really, really nice design. That would have been a nice mask for Christmas. But there are new ones for Valentine's Day, and you know, if you guys are want to get some stickers for Valentine's, and you know, give it to your friends, you know, put the sticker on like a card or something, that'd be super cool. And yeah, so check out the designs. It's, you know, I'm very proud of the new ones, anyways. Of the last two, that was a really, really good work, and it was a lot of work. And you know, as I learned, obviously the work improves. Okay, so for the pandemic, okay, it's winter time. All right, so I want to first of all, you guys already know to bundle up. Uh, I'm sure you already know that if you have tonic-clonic seizures, if you have seizures where your body is kind of not there for a long time, you should not be outside in the winter by yourself, okay? So always have somebody with you. Last time, it was last week, I think Virginia took off with a dog, and just like I have her on my Google, so I can kind of see. It's not super accurate, but at least you know gives me an approximate location where she is. And she took off with the dog and started walking. It was like minus 13, and with the wind chill it was even more. And it was like, Virginia, what did you do? Like it was just crazy, you know. Like, guys, don't go outside in a freezing temperatures by yourself. All right, especially at night. She did it at night, and that's not a good thing. And you know, I'm not pointing fingers, because you know I do things too. But you know, when you choose something to stay safe, okay, choose to stay safe for yourself and for your family, because they love you, and they want you to be well, and that's the main reason. Okay, so next thing is, because it's winter time, I wanted to show you this, because I have um, in the winter time, or in the northern hemisphere, it's with the heater, even with the like just electrical heater we have on, the air still gets like super dry. Okay, so I've been using, and this company, it's leaking when I turn it around, so I'm just gonna keep it on. It's upside down right now, but I want to show you this is that's a Sunbeam. Okay, it's not new, because I had this unit for like 6 years already, or more. No, it's been more. Wow, this has been like close to 10 years actually. Wow. Okay, so time flies. Anyways, um, there are many things that you guys buy in the store that don't, don't kind of last long. We have bought countless of uh, fans, okay, because the heat is absolutely crazy. In the summertime, we don't have central air. So, I mean, I put air conditioning a few times this year. The electricity bill goes crazy, so, it's only once in a while. But, so the fans, I invest in fans like every year. We buy a fan, and like, if it lasts a year, we're lucky. And sometimes in the winter we have to turn the fan on too, because of the heater. Like, we don't have much control of how much heat goes into the apartment. So um, if it's super super hot, obviously the fan is on, and so the fan is on a lot. And that's it. Long story short, um, keeping the room moist. So there are ways of, let's say you don't have the sunbeam. Now I bought it years ago. I think it was some 40 some dollars. Okay, that was like 10 years ago. Now right now those things probably go for like, I don't know, 60 to $80. Who knows? But the prices on things went up. And guys, if you don't have money to invest in something like this, we also have a vaporizer. So a vaporizer, I just bought like a plain one. It was also years ago. It's still okay as long as you keep the part where it accumulates the hard what do you call it? The calcium. So the calcium and the mineral build up. If you cleanse that on a regular basis, which is you only add some vinegar to your water, not a lot, just add some. You can look it up on how much. And if you just keep your vaporizer and your humidifier clean, and you clean it, often enough, then you're gonna have it for a long time. Okay, like I mean, this one, I even forgot to like clean it. I turned it on already like well, way over a month ago, and it had accumulated so much calcium, so much buildup in a month that it was just crazy. Okay, and I had to like clean it up today because it was like just a huge buildup. All right. Oh, so Sophie says also in terms of triggers, the snow reflects the sunlight, which can be a trigger. Yes. So a lot of people are photosensitive, especially when it comes to epilepsy. It can trigger seizures. Now, Virginia's been always saying when she was younger that she is not photosensitive, that whatever. I know that it affected her, so she had her own opinions, and I know it always affected her. So, like for example, when I get her glasses, the eyeglasses, which are prescription glasses, I always get her the ones that have the dimming on it. What's that called? Transitions. Is it transitions? The ones that we go outside the sunlight and then they go dark, and then also like anti reflection. So anti flare, yeah, to prevent like reflection from the like from the laptops and from phones to affect your kind of your eyesight. So those are always extras, but those are things that are a must for people with epilepsy if you wear eyeglasses. Okay, and always pay attention to that. So yeah, so the snow obviously that's a trigger, and the sunlight is, even in the summer if you're in the water. Virginia had her first her first seizure that we found out about from there, that she had seizures. She was with a friend in a swimming pool, and she had a seizure in that swimming pool. So later on with her story, we kind of knew that that was a seizure, and there were some kids making fun of her and stuff like that, and she was super disoriented and stuff like that. So and she remembers that the reflection of the sun in the water was the one that that was making her feel that way. So yes, I had a transition lens as well. So yeah, those are super cool because um, you go outside. The way I learned about that is my father had those. He always wear glasses with the transitions, because I guess he had some problems with sunlight as well, or just wanted to look cool. I don't know. Now, for myself, I have not been photosensitive for many years until recently, where I started, to pay attention, and just feeling that, sometimes the light really bothers me. So, it's probably because of, some pain meds and stuff like that that I've been taking, but yeah, everything affects us. Okay, guys, I have to go. Just have a very short break. I'll be right back. Um, 30-second break, maybe 1 minute break. I'll be back. Lay down. Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, lay down. My little furry girl came to visit me. To stay to visit me in my bed. Okay, so sorry about that. I had to get take a break. And oh yeah, so yeah, I'll say hi to V. She now, like I said, I am gonna find a way of motivating her to be there on the 25th. Like I don't know, I'm not sure yet if I should do it on the 25th. I think we should do it on the 25th for people who like say don't have families, you know, and they kind of want to spend the time together with you know, in an environment where they don't feel alone. So I think that would be a great thing to do, and that's it's a date. It's a Christmas. It's a Christmas get together gathering. Christmas gathering for people with epilepsy. Okay, for our community. Now I know that you, Sophie, you're gonna have dinner with your family, so I'm not expecting you to, you know, to take away from that. But let's say you guys are either finished with your dinner or whatnot, and uh, a lot of people live in different time zones, so you're all welcome to come and join us for Christmas. Okay, and yeah. So I'm trying to, I'm working hard on creating right now a little bit of music for Christmas on our channel. So it's also been time consuming and stuff. And it should be out. I put it out for Tuesday, but my PC like just broke, and I had to kind of do some tweaks. And so I think I'll put it. It will probably be ready more than likely on Wednesday. Okay, because just a little bit of a delay over there. So it'll be Christmas music with a little bit of like, you know, Christmas theme, and I'm gonna be putting it out on our epilepsy channel. All right, so you can just it will come out, or you can just type epilepsy. I don't know, Christmas epilepsy music Realexcel, and that should definitely show up right away. Okay, and oh, okay, so let's go through the list, and what's the next on the list? Oh, okay. So I'm not done. I was talking about humidifier. I was talking about the vaporizer. So the vaporizer I got at Walmart also years ago was that one was super. I bought it on special. It was like 15 bucks. Okay, I don't. They're like $30 last time I saw a few years back, and I say, okay, you know what? So I'll just keep on cleaning the one I have. It's still working, so that's good. And if you don't have, like, so I was getting at this, if you don't have money for vaporizer or humidifier, you can always, before you go to sleep, just put some water, put some water to boil. Make sure it's like in the kitchen that it's, your doors are open and that you get air like all over the apartment, and that you get some of that vapor, all throughout the house. If you have central air, there are, for those of you who don't know, which I didn't for actually many years, uh, I lived in houses most of my life, but I didn't know, for the first few years, I didn't know that there's actually a humidifier part to central air, central heating. So, and that, that you should always put like a softener in there to get like the air soft and stuff like that. So I learned that years later. But yeah, so that's another thing that you guys may pay attention to. Go make sure that that humidifier part and the air softener is in there. And also a nice warm shower for those of you to be safe. Make sure you stay safe. A nice warm shower, and even a warm melicity before bed. Okay, so that will help your airways. So this is not just for the winter, this is good for the pandemic as well, because it helps to clear your airways. Melicity is not gonna hurt you. It is on every website it is said that it's safe for people with epilepsy. So don't just take my word for it. Do your own, do your own research, and you guys can have it before bedtime, just to help you relax. To get some kind of vapor going, and help your lungs and just feel good all throughout and relax, because Melissa is gonna help you relax. Okay. So those are the pointers on kind of getting the humidity in the air, and helping to combat the colds, the flu, and the coronavirus as well, because they do not respond well to that. All right. So next thing on the list is exercise. Now exercise is super important. So even though, guys, if you have um, obviously throughout the Christmas and holidays, we're going to be eating extra, drinking extra. Get some extra exercise. Okay, so I just want to, for the mindfulness sake, I wanted to say that, and to exercise. Just go for a few more walks if you can. Just do some dance exercise with me if you like, or whatever you do yoga, or uh, I don't know, like bicycle. You have one of those bicycles. What do you call them? Stationary bicycle. If you have that, that's really good too. Always when you're exercising, be safe and make sure that somebody's there with you for safety reasons. Okay. So Sophie says, "Hello everyone. I am writing to say that in 2021 I will start the new year with a new um, disability awareness thing." Okay. Have shown only one side. The activist, one side, the activist, and happy, cheerful side. But there's another side that I do not show. We tend to hide those sides, the sad, not so appealing ones, right? So a more negative side, and the reality of chronic illness. Many of us with chronic illness only show a happy side, but do not show that other side, and that side I want to show. So, Sophie, yes, um, you are absolutely right. We do not show, um, we do not, we are taught, okay, not to show, our emotions if we're not okay. So if we're feeling like, let's say, sad, bad, whatever, people tend to kind of keep it in and say, "Oh, how are you? Oh, I'm great today. Yeah, I'm great." No, there are things that you can say, that don't mean exactly, so I'm great, I'm okay. Many times people just for the sake of just saying, yeah, I'm fine. When you say, oh, I'm fine, depends on how you're saying it. Your friends will obviously right away spot that, you're not okay, you're fine. But yes, so sharing those things um, are okay. Okay, it is okay to share those things more than anything because the world thinks, oh yeah, yeah, people have seizures, but once they're done with the seizure, everything's peachy, and that's not the case. And there is so much, so much, so much more to it. Now, if you want to like make a video or something, or if you want to come on live, Sophie, let me know. Okay, we can set up with Zoom. I already have researched um, the Zoom thing, and I know we can make a connection. It's a very easy. It's one of the easiest platforms to actually have a connection with another person who, let's say, okay, you see me in the window right now. We would have like two windows, not necessarily with a frame and stuff, but we would have like in the Zoom you can have like many people on the same like on the same in the same window, so each person would have their own window, and then you could put a whole bunch of people together on the Zoom call. Okay, so which is something super cool. If you we can try it out for Christmas or for New Year's. But I do recommend that if you guys want to, any of you want to come and tell their story, their epilepsy story, okay, on our channel, you are welcome to do so. All right, you can do it uh, with a video. Let's say sending a video. You can do it, by just telling your story, writing it down in a chat. There's only so many characters, but you can chat and just tell others your story of what you're going through, and many times sharing, okay, all the difficulties and things that you go through will help to deal with it. Okay, so saying it means you know that you have it. A lot of people, even if they know they have certain, they're going through issues, they still don't want to accept it because we don't want to have those issues, right? So it doesn't mean that putting your head in the sand is gonna help, but just understanding, just saying it out, sometimes it helps. And uh, a lot of, let's say, group therapy sessions when it comes to dealing with emotions and things that are very difficult for people. The group sessions are the ones that help people because then people can share what they go through. Okay, the moment you share and that you feel safe in that environment where you're sharing it, So, we're dealing with seizures and epilepsy. And we know that, people who come and watch these and they come here are people who go through the same thing. So, um, once you feel safe enough to tell your story and you feel open enough to do it, go ahead. And we will be happy to do so for you as well. Okay? So Sophie says, okay, so Sophie says, my college class was done on Zoom. Okay, nice. So I am familiar with it. Okay, very good. And I try to share my full story on all of the latest epilepsy videos. Okay, yeah, just let me know when you send them to me, okay? So, like, send me a message, any of the videos, that if you send them to my email, that you let me know. Yeah, I don't have notifications on everything because so many things to deal with nowadays. Many notifications is just like a lot of stuff, you just have to, some of them you just have to ignore, but the ones that come, let's say I come to the channel and I see if people left any messages, then as soon as I come and open the channel, I know that, that you guys left a message and I can read it and respond, okay? I've, oh, Oh, hello, Guzman. How are you? Guzman says, hello. I found your channel searching YouTube for sleep meditation videos. I have had epilepsy since age 14. Oh, my goodness. And you are 54 now. So, hi, Guzman. I hope you found the green tree, which is a very popular one of the latest ones. Also is super good, which is like more of a modeling kind of fantasy, colors fantasy. The music is tailored to for people with epilepsy. So I hope you enjoyed that, and a lot of people actually come with this to the channel because they have issues with sleeping. And so I was talking about the relaxation a little bit earlier on. I actually started today's stream with the sleep, um, with the sleep issue. So people who don't get enough adequate of sleep and don't get enough hours, and that that you need to have your adequate hours accordingly to your body necessity. Okay, so everybody's different. Some people may need 9 hours, some people need as much as 12 hours. Guzman says, I'm fine. My seizures are triggered by sleep deprivation. Yes. So Guzman, how many hours do you actually sleep at night, like, or at the time? Because I mean, I've gone through. Sometimes if I have to do things, my sleep will be kind of cut off. Then I sleep off a few hours, and then then I go and do a whole bunch of things until I'm done, or until my body says that's it. So different stories here. But how many hours of sleep? Like, do you sleep at night? First of all, because it is a best thing to sleep at nighttime. Okay. Um. So I work overnight. Okay, so you work nights. Yes, I can relate to that. I have worked nights for years, and it's always been. Um, it's practically always been nights. I've very seldom had a day job. I think um, maybe at the beginning, before my 20s or around my 20s, early 20s, and then since then everything was always night work. So I've been a night owl for many, many years, and it teaches you, it to teach your body, or to reteach your body. Let's say once you don't work nights, because if you work nights, there's nothing you can do, right? You have to, bring your bread home. So working with, I was actually talking about this at the beginning of the video, so you can go back and watch it, but I will say it, that you may have issues throughout sleeping throughout the day. So and how many hours do you sleep? Like what time do you go to sleep? Do you work from, let's say, 12 to 8 in the morning, or do you work from, let's say, 8 in the evening till like 1 2 in the morning? Because those are two different shifts. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, because I worked both shifts, and I can share things that are like from my experience, what worked for me, what worked best for me, as to where it came to like what hours to sleep. Because then you need to know, oh, I need to wake up and I need to still be awake throughout the day, to do certain things throughout the day. So Guzman says, he trained myself to sleep during the day. Oh, I've trained myself to sleep during the day, yes, so I had to as well. And I get on average 6 to 7 hours of sleep, but maybe 4 to 5 of deep sleep. Okay, so 6 to 7 hours. So obviously, I believe that's not enough. Even though I did uh, live on that as well when I was sleeping, when I was working nights, um, would be probably 5 to 7 if I was lucky. I had like, a little baby at home. That was in my younger years. But yeah, so all, like, I was always pretty much single mom, so I never got enough sleep either. And so 6 to 7 hours, not enough for you, right? Like, just share your, maybe share your, how many hours of sleep do you need um, during the day or during the night? How many hours of sleep do you need to feel rested and to feel better? Because I was talking at the beginning of the video, I was saying that we only recharge and we only rebuild cells when we sleep. Okay, the body does not build new cells, and we need to build new cells. Okay, every day, a lot of cells, they die off and they go bye bye, and we need to build new ones. Okay, so healthy food, healthy drink, adequate amount of water, to build new cells. Okay, and then adequate enough of sleep to have that time that your body can recharge and can rebuild, and build new brain cells, because we need those too. Okay, every cell in the body, we need cells every day, billions of cells. So Sophie says, oh my, I am a night owl as well, and I tend to stay up till 12 1 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so yeah, people kind of stay longer and longer sometimes, and so what I say is, if you're not working nights, because that's definitely something that many of us cannot avoid. Uh, just if you don't get enough sleep, because yeah, Sophie used to go to school, right? So you still have to deal with the school, and if you go 1 o'clock, you may not I don't know what time you wake up and what time your school starts. Like, you know, how much time do you need to get ready? So that may not also be not enough hours for you of sleep, right? And then you feel kind of sleepy throughout the day, and you know, more seizures, obviously. So Guzman says, I work midnight to 8 a.m. Yes, I try to get to sleep by 10 a.m., but I get intermittent sleep. Okay. I wake up almost every hour. Thankfully, I'm able to fall back quickly. Okay. So, Guzman, one of the things that I had to do is like I was already shared that I had a little baby when I started my first like night shifts in my lifetime. That yes, one of my shifts. So I started with the evening shift. I would be working, I think, from like 6 to like 2 or something like that, or 8 to, I can't remember, but it was like at, I think, around 2 or 3 hours home, and so that was a different shift. The moment I started working on the complete night shift, which is 12 to 8, that completely threw me off, like off everything, because you know up to then, you know, like Sophie says, she stays up till 12 1. So even to 2 3, you know, if you push it, you can really do it. But staying up like all complete like night, and then going to sleep in the morning, is like taking the whole circadian clock, turning it completely upside down. Okay, so I am not saying anything wrong. You have your job, you have to do your work, and you have to bring bread. So obviously you have to do this. What I would say, that you say you get home, okay, you get to sleep by 10 o'clock, and so yes, you're doing it. One of my biggest issues was that I wasn't sure what time to go to sleep. So I still had to do things throughout the day to be able to function, like to do certain things. So I wasn't sure if I should go to sleep like right after work, or if I should stay up and do things and then go to sleep. And then I figured that the best thing was to go home and sleep, okay? And that as soon as I got home, and then deal with things after I woke up. So, waking up every hour that you wake up. Please tell me if I can help you from my own experience. You know, that's the only thing I can offer, and I'm pretty sure I may be able to offer. I did have a lot of those night and sleeping issues as well that I had to overcome throughout my life. Um, what is the biggest issue for you? Is it light? Is it noises? Because could be both. What is that makes you wake up every hour? Because, like, I mean, people usually, yes, obviously, nighttime is quieter, nighttime is very, very dark, and so usually there's no outside, you know, things that trying to noises and lights that are trying to wake you up. Okay, so is it noise, is it light, what is it that, you know, prevents you from going to sleep? I try to avoid mental fatigue. Yes, good. That's worse than being physically tired. Mental fatigue is one of the worst, and yes, I agree. The reason why is, um, the adrenal glands get like really, really overworked at that point, and then the body feels super run down. Like, I know, I when I had my adrenals were bad, I feel it like right here, right in front. Like, I feel it, and I feel super tired, and just the body wants to kind of get away. The body wants to completely get away. So, one of the things I was saying at the beginning of the video, when it comes to sleep and throughout the day, I was actually mentioning, yeah, that some people have to work nights, and because I did. So there are eye patches that you can buy, Um, make sure that if you get those cloth ones that are like breathable, that will cover your eyes. So because we need, for a healthy sleep, our eyes, okay, the light should not be coming through our eyes. So if you still have your eyelids closed, but there's still like light coming around through, through your window, or people, just open the curtains while you sleep and stuff like that, things, and then the light comes in and the people are moving around. I used to have my kids running around, crazy. But yeah, so noise and light. So there's those eye patches. So that's one of the big things that may help you get a better sleep. Okay, get the breathable ones. So again, so your eyes are not like all kind of feeling sweaty and stuff, to stay healthy. And so that's one of the solutions for the light. Um, okay, so Guzman say, I'm a light sleeper. Outside, outside daytime activity. Noisy neighbors. I use blackout curtains. Okay, so yeah, so the blackout curtains obviously are gonna help you. And noisy neighbors. Okay, so I was talking about getting those little soft. Just give me a second. I'm gonna bring them, and I'm gonna show you those. So I wanna show you these ones. Um, these are earplugs. These are super soft. Okay, because when you go and buy earplugs, these have different. They have different. See how when I squeeze it, it's like almost completely. So these will not like prevent you completely from hearing things. Okay, but it will help to keep some noise out. Okay, and your ears are not gonna hurt. Okay, after you wake up, because when you put soft ones, okay, so you still have a little bit, you have more quiet, and then your ears don't hurt. Because when I was working in a factory, we had really hard ones. And I've tried, because of the night work, I've tried to use those. I only did it one night. It was a horrible experience. When I woke up, my ears were in so much pain. It was like the inside of the ears. Horrible pain. So I was, ever since, I bought always the soft ones, okay, for the ears. Put them in, you know, and just go to sleep, relax. uh, so it's not the best solution, but it is one that will help you. Also, a mental preparedness for sleeping with the noise. How did I deal with that? Um, I had, since especially since the night thing, and not in adequate sleep. It used to take me, at first, it used to take me sometimes anywhere from 1.5 hours to like 3 hours to fall asleep. Okay. And if I was going to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning and it took me 2.5 hours to fall asleep, and I had to be up at 5, okay, that means I was only gonna get 2 hours of sleep, all right, or less. So I had to, first of all, I had to learn how to fall asleep fast. And that's what I did. So this is a secret. This is only a secret for those of you who are here watching it right now. Okay, I trained myself how to fall asleep fast. From from hours of not being able to fall asleep, I literally can fall asleep in seconds. Okay, and I've trained myself to do that, and I think it took um, I think maybe a week or two to do that only. Okay, it did not take years. It took a week or two. And even with the first day that I designed this for myself, I designed it myself, and I designed it for myself because of not being able to get enough sleep. Uh, I was able to do that very, very quickly. Okay, so here it is. First of all, when you are trying to fall asleep, okay, what happens? You cannot fall asleep. Why? Because you start thinking. Your mind is still going and going and going. Okay. When that happens, what did I have to do? Okay, I have to sleep because I still have to be up. Let's say 5 o'clock in the morning to go to. That was a different. That was a different job, but a different scenario. But at that time, this is when time in my life when I learned that. I said, okay, I have to sleep. So I designed this, and I said, okay, every thought that will come to my mind, I will send it away because right now there is no time for anything else other than sleep. Okay, so when you exclude everything else, you cannot be thinking about what you have to do tomorrow. You cannot be thinking about what you did today. You cannot be thinking about what boy or girl you like, or which bills haven't been paid, or what your boss is expecting from you tomorrow, or things like that. Okay, you leave that for tomorrow. Okay, so every thought that comes in the mind, you send it mentally, you send it away. Okay, just say, okay, no, right now. And the best thing and the fastest, if I ever forgot this, I would say, as I'm putting my head down, just sleep. Okay, that's your cue. Okay, just sleep. That means every single thought, anything else that comes to your mind gets sent away. A thought comes in, oh, I have to wake up at 8 o'clock. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be like, what my energy level is going to be. No, send it away. Bye bye. Okay? And then suddenly, oh, I still have to, oh, I don't know how much is going to be my hydro bill this month. And mine is going to be huge because the boiler broke, and it's just electrical heat right now. It's crazy. But um, send that thought away. Tomorrow, you'll deal with it tomorrow. Whatever has to be dealt with, right now, it's all about just sleep. Just sleep. Okay? This is the best lesson I can ever give you guys on falling asleep fast. I went through this. I've taught myself, I'm not kidding when I said it took like a couple of weeks to learn how to fall asleep fast. Okay, and if it came back and started bugging me again, la la la, no, just sleep. Okay, so send every thought that comes in, send it away, and just sleep. Okay, so on the noisy neighbors, yeah, this is the best thing I can offer this here. And also, uh, it's a noisy neighbors from top, bottom, side. Like, do you live in a house, or do you live like in a like townhouse? Where townhouses, I know townhouses, you can hear everything through the wall. There are also solutions. some where you can buy. Um, it's like a foam. It's a thick foam, and it's noise. Um, Let me just see what's the name of it. It's like it's a sound barrier. Okay, I bought this in the past because I had an issue as well. Okay, with the noises. So the foam was about this thick. Would say I think maybe 2 inches. Okay, and you could cut it. That was I bought it at Home Depot, where I'm in Canada, so I don't know where you guys at, but something adequate to like a place where they can actually even cut it to size for you, so you don't have to even go home and start cutting it to proper size. At Home Depot, they would cut it to size for me, so you measure your walls, and you say, okay, I want the piece to be this big, or you may have to put two together, okay, and then like just attach it to the wall with the right glue. There's a right glue for that, and oh, that will help a lot. That will so help a lot. Okay, so let's say you just have somebody through the wall making a lot of noise. You can address that problem as well. And the quality of the sleep is the most important thing for you. So dealing with that is definitely something that you're gonna invest in your health, and you're gonna invest in your well-being. Okay. Okay. So we're doing pretty good today. Um, Okay, so I was gonna get on the part of exercise. Okay, so Guzman hasn't said anything else, so I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about the next one that I had on the list, which is exercise. So exercise, first of all, throughout Christmas, because people are gonna be eating more, or yeah, they're gonna be drinking more, so there's more. Um, People tend to gain a lot of weight throughout the holidays, okay? Because there's more food, there's more drink, and they're not moving as much because they're usually not working, they're home for holidays, just relaxing, and so that's the story. So exercising more, going outside to get that vitamin D, okay? More important, guys, vitamin D is essential for every function of the body. So you need to know that if you want your brain to work properly, you need vitamin D, okay? And not just a vitamin D supplement. You must make an effort, and I'm going to repeat this again. Make an effort to be outside for at least, anywhere from 1 to 4 hours, or whatever it is. If it's winter time, obviously, people always have to take supplements in the northern hemisphere because we don't get enough sunlight here. In the winter, obviously not enough vitamin D because the body is covered. The vitamin D is absorbed by the skin. So in the winter, right now we're covering everything. We're even covering, the only part that was uncovered was like this, right? Was my mouth. Okay, here I have glasses, hat, usually gloves. That was the only thing that was open for the winter time, and now we have to cover it, okay, with the face masks. But just being outside, getting fresh air, fresh Toronto air. Well, I live in Toronto. So I always tell Virginia, okay, Virginia, let's go. It's time to get some fresh Toronto air. And yes, it's of course it's a joke, but that's the thing that you need to do to stay healthy. Okay, so healthy sleep, in a adequate sleep, adequate amount of oxygen. So if you let's say you're homebound, because we all homebound now. So make sure you guys have your window open as much as you can and get that circulation, okay, throughout your room. Get oxygen. Make sure that your room has oxygen and that there is energy and oxygen flow through your apartment, okay, or your house, right? Very, very important. Okay, central air, that can help a lot as well. So, okay. Oh, okay. I already read that. All right. So I wasn't sure. Okay. So exercise, walking, getting your vitamin D. So when you're walking, you are getting three things, and actually more than three things. First of all, you're getting exercise. Okay. You walk outside. You get extra oxygen. Okay. You get your vitamin D, and guess what? You get to get away from the four walls or whatever setting that you're in at home, which is most of the time now, especially nowadays. And you get to change the scenario. It's good for the emotional well-being. So, okay, just getting out of your area. If maybe have a friend. You don't have to be close together. You don't have to, like, you still stay safe, but you can both keep the distance, and you can still both, let's say, go for a walk. So you could call a friend. If you have tonic-clonic seizures in the winter, please don't walk by yourself. Okay, have somebody walk with you. All right, you can call a friend. You can keep the distance, and you can still go for a short walk, just or to be outside. Okay, just be outside, just don't be by yourself, because it's freezing temperatures, and those are no. All right, so exercise at home. I have started a global exercise movement, and which is exercise to music. So it may not be for everybody because of the music type, but I do want to mention it for those of you who are looking to exercise at home, that you can find ways of working out at home. Okay, you can do Pilates at home. You can do Pilates in bed. Actually, Pilates can be done in bed. Okay, yoga not so much, but even some yoga things can be done in bed. This I'm talking about people who are bedbound, because a lot of us are. And if you have health issues, then many times we have to deal with what we're given, and get through the day the best way we can. Yoga, Virginia, like for example, she likes to used to work out um, in the summer before her surgery that she had this year again, and then she kind of just stopped. I guess she just doesn't start back up. I'm hoping that she will, because it's good for your health, and it's good for your emotional well-being as well. So not just physically, it is very good. It boosts the immune system. It makes you feel better, and it helps you feel better physically and emotionally. So highly recommend it. Okay. And also, best to have someone there while you're exercising for safety reasons. Okay. Guzman says, "Hi, I'm back. My doctor also says I don't get enough sleep." Yes, my doctor says things to me too. He tells me I should walk more. I don't enjoy walking anymore. I have a problem with my spine. But I do work out, so I made that workout routine, that I found a way of still moving my body and still you know, getting that exercise without having to walk yet until my spine gets better. So I've tried ZQL and okay, melatonin. I guess you said, I think you mean melatonin, which is, or maybe it's like something the similar, like synthetic version of the melatonin that's produced by the body. Okay, and you're not a fan. Okay, so we produce our own melatonin. Okay, let me just finish reading what you said, and then I'm gonna go and talk about the melatonin. I like sleep meditation videos when my mind races. Okay, so sleep meditation videos, very nice. Also, uh, the I think you went away, so you have missed the whole part where I was talking about how to fall asleep fast. Okay, and you know, just go back to it and watch it. And this is proven, and this is done by myself, and I have trained myself to do it in less than a couple of weeks, and I can fall asleep in seconds. Okay, literally, I can fall asleep in seconds. So melatonin. I wanted to talk about the melatonin, which I also did at the beginning. Melatonin is produced by our bodies. If the person has a regular, let's say a regular, like a job during the day, and you know, they go home, they eat dinner, and then when the sun goes down, they usually kind of start getting ready for bed and they go to sleep. Okay, which is the natural circadian clock, circadian, uh, not clock. I forgot the word. Oh, let me have some water, so maybe that'll jog my memory. Hold on. Circadian cycle, I think it's called. I call it circadian clock, which is means that the body is best and the healthiest way is to sleep at night, okay, and then be up and functioning throughout the day. So Guzman, if you can ever find a way, I'm not saying you know you have to or whatever, but if you can ever find a way of changing your job to get one throughout the day, that will help your health a lot. Okay, that will help you improve it a lot. Okay, now and then melatonin is produced naturally. So let's say you go home. Okay, you go home at you finish 8 o'clock in the morning. You go home. You know, instead of things go, you know, the sun going down and getting dark, you coming from a place where it wasn't so bright, more likely, okay, so it is like an artificial light and whatnot, then you're coming outside and there's this blast of sunshine and the sun, and your body is already tired. Okay, you were talking about you know, like mental tiredness, and I know exactly what you mean. Okay, I went through this. So when you get home, okay, once you get home, you put your blinds down, okay, which is obviously, don't put your blinds down just before you go to sleep. Put your blinds down the moment you get home, okay? Just turn on like a small light so you can have, like, you know, to, let's say, to prepare something to eat or anything else that you have to do before you go to sleep. But keep those lights dim. So put your blinds down, meaning your body is gonna be getting ready for sleep because you need to produce your natural melatonin. And the only way it's gonna be produced if it's dark in the room. Okay? So that's how it works, all right? And then when you have those, you buy the eye patch thing to cover the eyes for the sleep. I forgot the name. I think it's eye patch. And you know, you use those for sleeping as well if the blinds are not enough, because sometimes there's still daylight, especially if you were towards the south, or yeah, so um, you get a lot of sunshine, you know, through your windows, right? um, So producing melatonin, meaning, you know, you kind of wind down. So as you get ready for sleep, a nice shower, nice warm shower would be good, which is going to be relaxing, uh, and just dimming the light, so you know that your body knows that it's going to need to sleep, as opposed to that blast of sunshine, which is going to be, it's going to be tiring your adrenals, because your body really wants to go to sleep after so many hours of work. But if you put so much light, okay, in your eyes, your body's going to say, hey, what's going on? You know, like, I'm supposed to go to sleep. Why is all this light coming in here? Okay, so confuses the body, and it throws it off your natural clock, even if you are training your body for that natural clock to be, let's say you up at night, and then you sleep throughout the day. I can sleep throughout the day fine. This is years later. I'm older than you, um, and I have trained myself that I can kind of uh, I can sleep throughout noises. I can sometimes, if you know there's noises. I live in a building where they often do some kind of crazy work with banging and stuff. So occasionally that wakes me up. Uh, but other than that, I pretty much sleep just fine. If that happens and I need more sleep, I just tell myself mentally to ignore it, okay, and go back to sleep if I need more sleep. All right, and very likely on those worse and worse days, you know, they're gonna be doing some kind of crazy construction noises. I'm gonna be hearing everything. So yeah, no, I get your point. I get your point on noisy neighbors. Um, okay, I have learned. Guzman says I have learned to listen to my body over time. So during my work week, I literally work and rest as well as take my meds on time. Good, because that is super important. So the same time every day, I always tell, like even just not too long ago, I went to my daughter's room and I said, hey, you know, what's the time that you take your meds? Because you have to make sure that uh, the best thing is to take them at the right time interval, so there's no like balance problem. Okay, there's not too much or not enough. You know, that make sure that you know that balance is there. And so Guzman says we live in an apartment that covers the whole first floor in, oh, why, in New York City. I have two apartments above mine, both with children. Oh, okay. So here it is, Guzman. Um, remember, well, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about that thick foam. So it's a foam. Well, here we have Home Depot. I'm sure you guys have. I don't know what you have in New York City, but you probably have, you know, just as good, adequate stuff as we do here. Um, it's a thick foam to prevent for the sound. So it's a soundproof. Okay. Um, you can buy different I think thickness, and depending on how much you want to put, but you put that thing on the ceiling and your quality of life is going to improve a lot, because I know I grew up with I have kids of my own, And I have learned to sleep with them, jumping on beds, playing music, playing TV, and all kinds of stuff, and playing around and throwing balls at home while I was sleeping. Okay, so I mean, I had to learn to do that, but I had nobody else to help, so that was my thing. But the thing is, it is super super annoying to have somebody like the kids running around on the ceiling. Okay, so put that thing, invest in that soundproof thing for your ceiling. Okay, make sure that you talk to the guys in the whatever Home Depot you have over there, that how to attach it to the ceiling, so it doesn't fall off. The foam is usually not very it should be very dense. Okay, so you don't have to buy the super heavy one. So you talk to them and ask them how you can attach it to your ceiling. All right, and do this for yourself because it will help you a lot, believe me. Okay, from experience, I had problems, and I had to put stuff on my walls, and it makes a whole lot difference in the quality of mental rest that you're gonna get from having that time of peace, that when you needed to rest, when you need to rest, that you get the time of peace for yourself. All right, that is super important, and that will, I'm sure it's gonna help you reduce the seizures, as well, um, big time, because of the stress not being there and not having to deal with that noise again, feeling like, oh my god, these people are going at it again. Okay, so I completely understand you. um, I have, okay, so I already have that. So, okay. Oh, and Guzman says my vitamin D levels were low, and I definitely felt the difference. I take supplements now. Unfortunately, since COVID, gyms in New York have been closed. Guzman, you would not want to go to the gym, okay? If you can work out at home, find a different way of working out at home for safety, for the COVID safety reasons. We have actually, I think, a gym that is still open, and they only take a certain amount of people. I have not gone to the gym since the COVID started. I would not take the chance because there's so many people over there breathing that same air. I don't care if they're wearing masks, I would not go there. Okay, so that, I mean, for safety reasons, it's better that you don't. Okay, and that they're closed because it's safer for you guys. But yeah, so find an alternative to work out at home. I don't know how your streets are, like how much you're allowed to be on the streets. We are on the kind of on the lockdown, so we're supposed to only be outside for necessities only. I mean, I've only been outside for necessities only because I don't go outside for any other reason. uh, and yeah, so vitamin D levels. Okay, remember, please, 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 um, don't forget to take this. Okay, my daughter had, that was last year. Okay, she broke bones in both of her legs. So first, she broke the ankle. We have videos. I don't know if you're familiar or how familiar you are with our channel, but we have videos on that, quite a few videos actually, where she was going for surgery and she broke her ankle and how she broke her ankle. And so when she had the surgery for the ankle, the surgeon told me that she didn't have bones of a young person, that she had bones for like an older person. And he said that she really needs to boost and really take an adequate amount of supplement of vitamin D. So years before that, I have um, I have tested my daughter for vitamin, and some of the vitamins, like they don't have vast tests. I guess you would have to, like, pay extra for that and stuff, but you can still have like, let's say, specific tests. So she was tested like for vitamin D, I think calcium, and some other things. So she was good for calcium, but she was super low on vitamin D. So years ago, uh, our doctor told her that she needs to take supplements. That was years ago, and he actually told her to take quite a big amount of supplements. So that means she was very, very low. Okay, and so her bones broke because her density of her bones was that bad. Okay, and don't forget, guys, that it also affects the brain. So vitamin D is needed for the brain, bones. Okay, and so then after she went in the cast, uh, she broke another bones in her other foot, two toes, and so she was in the cast like the whole summer. She was not being able to, not fun at all. Okay, and so vitamin. That's why I always say, guys, vitamin D is so, so important. I actually put the links in the description of the video for supplements. Okay, mainly for vitamin D, magnesium, um, and don't forget that magnesium is actually better absorbed through the skin. I haven't done a video on it, but I would suggest if you guys can kind of investigate how to get, maybe mix water with magnesium, and then kind of like just spray it on the skin to get you do your own research, because those things that there are certain things that we're not supposed to talk on the channel about. And yeah, I can probably do a video just to show what I do for us. Okay, the magnesium that's absorbed by the body, even for the best part. I was told that in the store, because I went and I always ask, which is the best magnesium for epilepsy, which is the best magnesium that best absorbed. The lady, the pharmacist, told me even the best absorbed magnesium, the best, and like they're usually super expensive, you only get 5% of the actual magnesium absorbed by the body. So you're practically throwing 95% of that, throwing in the garbage. Okay, so if the bottle was I don't know, $50, you threw just $45 went in the garbage. Okay, so just be mindful of that, certain things are absorbed in a certain way by the body. So I mean, Virginia was taking magnesium supplements, but they didn't always work, and now I know why. Okay, that was in the past, and she's been taking a lot of actually vitamin D, and sometimes folic acid is also necessary. So look for, maybe have your doc test you for some of the deficiencies, like mainly on, like, say, vitamin D, magnesium. Sometimes people are even low on potassium. Depends. If you're working nights, you might be low in potassium as well. Okay. Um, so vitamin D deficiency will be definitely there. Yeah, and so I have a few other supplements. And guys, so you can look it up. And for people in the US, make sure that you go to the part where it's USA, and then Canada is underneath. Okay. Um, So yeah. Oh, hi Karen, how are you? My vitamin D was very abnormally low. Okay, so I see this with a lot of people. Like, and it's usually because we are indoors too much, as opposed to, uh, you know, I don't know, years ago where people weren't probably weren't watching that much stuff at home, spending so much time on watching things at home and on the phone and stuff like that. Just indoors more than it used to be. Okay, we're spending more time indoors. That means the time that's spent indoors now, meaning we're not outdoors getting that vitamin D, which is in a natural way that it's supposed to happen. And the same thing like like magnesium absorbed through the skin, where when we were a few thousand years back, when we were in our caveman mode, we got that magnesium and a lot of minerals through the skin when we went to take a bath the natural way, which would be in the river, in the lake, or in whatever water that was available to us at the time. Um, so uh, yeah, nice to see you, Karen. How are you doing, guys, over there? How are things with COVID in your area? We're just talking about, like, staying safe. And staying healthy throughout the holidays, making sure that we don't kind of overeat, overdrink, that we still, get that exercise going, right? And we get that vitamin D. So if you guys are not going outside so much, just make sure that you um, research on how much vitamin D you should take. Like the doctor told Virginia, my daughter, how much vitamin D she was supposed to take years ago. That was years ago before she even broke her the bones in her legs. But so later on, we found out her bones were very, very like they were not dense enough for her age, and that's why that they were super brittle, and that she had to do something about it. And vitamin D is one of the main keys for that, as it is for the brain as well, for the brain health. Okay. Um. So Sophie says hi to Karen. Super nice. Um. So Karen says she's not so bad. Oh, you threw up on your neurosurgeon the other day. Okay. I'm sure hopefully he was understanding enough. Okay. Understanding that that's kind of normal for us, guys. And okay, so Guzman is asking, I can attach it to the ceiling or uh, within it. So yeah, so when you go to the place where you get your sorry, just give me a second, Karen. When you go to the place where you get your soundproof wall, kind of, could call it wall, you're gonna put it on the ceiling. Make sure that they help you find a way on how to attach it to the ceiling. Okay. You may The best thing is to have it cut. Also, to have it cut just so it's like quite tight fitting. Okay, between how you attach it to the ceiling. So between it's gonna usually it's got a couple of, I think, couple of inches thick, depends on the thickness that you're buying. All right, and that you have a proper glue that is gonna make it stick to the ceiling. Okay, You may have to put a few screws after you put the glue, maybe a few screws to it as well, with the those things to the ones that kind of open up in the ceiling. But talk to the guys in the store, because they will tell you how to best attach it, right? Just talk to someone and say, I need some help. I hope you have people there to help you with that, and how they can tell you how to attach it. Okay, so there are, how when you want to put something on the wall, it's usually those plastic, like a cork thingies that look like plastic, and then you put a screw in it. So the ones that go in the ceiling usually are the ones that go like this, and then they open up. Once they go through the ceiling, they open up like that. Okay, like this. So they, meaning they're preventing from something, coming out. Okay. So those are different, like, attachments. You put glue and you put those as well. So this way that is secure over there. All right. Um, so Guzman says, yes, we have Home Depot in. Okay, super. And then Karen says, I have to have uh, I have to have 4 discs removed in my neck due to some condition. I can't remember the name of. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow. Um. When is this happening, Karen? Let us know when that surgery is happening. Hopefully, I don't know, after Christmas, if it's safe for you, and hopefully all goes well. We wish you all the best, to go well and go healthy through the surgery, and wishing you speedy recovery as well. So Guzman says, thank you. I will look into it. Yeah. So I mean, in our Home Depot, we have, like, the guys here. You ask them questions. If one person doesn't give you the answer, you go, hey, can you guys get me an expert on, somebody who can help me attach this to the ceiling? And they tell you, right? Oh, okay. So you're kind of waiting on them telling you, right? I mean, we have, like, here we have waiting period of, for people who have, like, surgeries and stuff. We have, like, super super long waiting lists for people to get surgeries. So I don't know what, how urgent yours is, but hopefully you get it done soon enough for you to be, on a safe side, right? I have to have a CT scan. Yes, first, probably with dye, etc. Okay. Have you had one before with the dye? Because Virginia had, um, she had a really bad reaction to the dye of the CT scan. So some people may be allergic and may have reactions. So, like, I'm always trying to avoid it as much as possible. Um, if you had one and you had one with the dye, then more than likely everything is going to be just fine, right? But just talk about your alternatives to the dye, because some people do have reactions, and more than anything, because you're already taking all kinds of chemicals. Make sure that every single meds that you're taking, that everything, including the adequate, like, quantities, are all listed, okay? And that the person who's reading it, that they actually tell you that it is okay to mix those. All right, I always double, triple checked when Virginia was going to hospitals and stuff, and they wanted to give her something extra. I said, no, don't give her anything until I get an expert to tell me that it is okay to do so, because we've had like many bad experiences actually with especially new uh, ads being administered to her when she went to like hospitals. That was like at the still when when I didn't have as much experience as I do today. Um, and the people they don't know what to give, so they many times they experiment or they give different kinds, and this is just messing up with somebody's brain, and that's not a good thing. Okay. um so they want to fuse the bones. Oh, okay. Shoulder. Okay. um yeah. So talk to your doctor, see if they absolutely need to use a dye. Karen, because they sometimes they may be able to go without that. Uh, I think sometimes they only do it to have a better look. But I mean, if they have no alternatives, then um, oh, okay. I've had MRI, so you've had MRI with the dye. Okay. And so Guzman says, I noticed inability with verbally relaying my thoughts when my vitamin D levels were low. Yes, because the vitamin D needs, the brain needs vitamin D for processes. So if your vitamin D is very low, you're not going to be able to think well. Okay. And I've been like, oh my God, indoors for such a long time that I mean, like, there's practically supplements or supplements. They're supposed to supplement the inadequacy of vitamin D in the body, not to replace it, right? But I mean, you guys have to find out. Never take overdose. Like, you have to make sure that you always uh, educate yourself, and you always know exactly how much you can take, and at what times, because usually it's not good to mix that with ads. So try to take it at different, so your supplements at a different time than your meds for the epilepsy, and that you pay attention to the hours. Take it at least 2 hours apart. If you can, 4 hours is better. Okay. Lots of water as well. So, okay, yes, I am allergic to lamotrigine and phenytoin. Okay, yes. So Virginia had that problem, and yeah. So talk to the doctor before you go through this. I'm telling you because Virginia had this problem, and she's been on so many different meds that it's crazy. Okay, we've been trying different ones, and we've only been able to find the proper one. Not we didn't find it. Like, her neurologist didn't find it. After she broke her leg, was it the first one or the second one? After she broke the second one, I think. The first one, second one. The second one, we had um, a neurologist that came to see Virginia in the hospital, and this lady fought for her, and she found the like the meds that work for her. Okay. And it took way over 10 years, 13 years, to find proper the proper mixture for her to actually that works. All right. And we're talking years later, we're talking so many different kinds of so many different mixtures later, that it's just crazy. But at least she found something that's working, and that's good for her. and she was also allergic to so many different kinds, and city dye was one of them. So that's why I'm saying, just talk to your doctor, see if you absolutely have to have one. Okay. Um, so Guzman says, oh no, oh yeah, Guzman. I take phenytoin and the lantern. Okay. So yeah, Virginia was on the lantern. So how many, Guzman? How many do you get a lot of um, seizures throughout the week? Like Virginia had a lot of issues with the lantern. It was she had to we had to stop her from that because she had um, issues with, actually she got to the point where she had issues with walking. She could not walk straight. Okay, well, I had to help her to walk to the bathroom. She was already like big girl at that time. So I mean, at that point, like today we have the, what's it called, commode, which is like a bathroom kind of in the room, so she doesn't have to, when she's not feeling well, she doesn't have to go all the way to the bathroom. She can use the commode. But at the times before, we were not equipped and not even knowledgeable enough, to think about something like that, or to even know. I don't think I knew it was available or never thought of it. It was a super, super difficult thing to, just walk her every time and kind of almost carry her to the bathroom just to go to the bathroom. And it was just, yeah, it was sad. But we had to stop her from taking the lantern. That's the one that was the culprit at the time. So Kuzma says, years ago, took I took the Pakata and gained a lot of water weight and was taken off. So yeah, that one is also that one also has a lot of side effects and a really bad one. So that one was a very bad mix for Virginia, and I said no. Okay, so guys, before you change your meds, you always have a say. I know a lot of people think that when they go to the doctor, that they have to accept what the doctor's prescription is gonna be. You don't have to, okay? I'm not saying say no to your doctor, but do your homework, okay? And if they say, oh, there's this new thing, try it. You can say to the doctor, okay, please give me the name of it, how much you want to give me, and I'll read on it and I'll let you know. Okay? Because they can always send you the prescription later. You don't even have to physically go back to the office or whatever. But the thing is that you do your own research. Okay? Don't just go on one website. If you're doing your research, make sure that you go on knowledgeable websites where, let's say, where they did extensive tests in the like universities and stuff. So that you get it from a source that is a credible source. Okay, that is something that's not just somebody read something and they wrote something, and yeah, here's the story I've heard. Okay, that somebody else took this and it worked for them. It does not work like that. Okay, it's a completely different story when it comes to the brain, and somebody has to know why and what's working, and what's going on in the brain, what type of seizures they have, and all those things together. So Sophie says, be careful. A new study shows young women taking phenytoin for 1 year lost 2.6% of the bone density in the femoral neck. Wow. The upper part of the thigh bone near the hip joint. Okay, so yes, uh, a lot of these meds have side effects, guys. So that's what I say. Always, always do your homework. Just because they say something, the doctor says, "Oh, I want to give you this." Okay, you know what? Can I please give me the name? I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna read on it. I'm gonna find out what type of seizures is for, how many years it's been on the market. Like, is this gonna be something that may actually work for me? Okay, because sometimes they don't know. They may prescribe you something that completely doesn't work. Like, Virginia's been taking stuff for years that did nothing for her other than make her super super sick, always feel like a zombie, always, vomiting and feeling nausea and feeling and can't think and, oof, things like that. So, crazy stuff, and you guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Um, hip injury. So, it can cause joint bones loss, which in turn causes breaks. Yes. Um, So Karen says, sorry, I got like hair in my mouth. Thank goodness I was only given phenytoin in the hospital. Like when they load me up. Yeah. So be careful with that as well. I'm gonna finish reading, but I want to talk to you guys about this. But it makes me come out in a rush. It's extremely painful and it makes my hands swell up and go purple. Okay, never ever let them give you this again. Ever. Okay? You have to put it on your list of allergies. Okay? Always have, okay, guys. Yeah, um, I don't know if you guys have bracelets, but you guys should have medical bracelets, okay? So, many of the bracelets will engrave something for free for you. I have put a link below the video, okay, for USA and for Canada for medical bracelets. So, guys, and go and get one and get engraved that says epilepsy on it or seizures, whichever one you want, and then list the allergies that you have. Or so you can put seizures and then put allergies and then put all the meds that you have allergies to. So like you would say, like I don't want to really, because we're having discussion about all these names. Uh, that they don't want us to talk about because it's a product, right? But list all of them on your bracelet, so they will engrave it for you. There are a certain amount of characters that you can have engraved for free. If you need more, you can pay extra or whatever. But this was the best thing that I did for Virginia. I got her medical, bracelet, that said she has epilepsy, and it had the medical, um, like the medical thing, sign on it, and that it is a medical bracelet, and it had engraved like my number on it, and my other daughter's number. She's an adult, so I had both of our numbers on engraved on it in case of emergency and stuff. But the next one, my number has changed, and I'm pretty sure my other daughter's changed too. So the only function right now of that bracelet is that it says she's got epilepsy. But so I need to get a new one and then engraved her list of her allergies, because when she goes to, let's say if she goes to hospital, or EMTs are taking care of her, they don't know, they don't, unless she is awake and capable of saying that she's allergic to something, they don't know. Okay, So the allergies are super, super important to list. All right. Yep. Uh, so the bones density, and a lot of people have breakage, and a lot of people have cloudy mind, and they can't think and they can't process. It's because the body is not getting adequate amount of nutrients, okay, an adequate amount of sleep. Remember, even if you do get nutrients, and if you don't sleep enough hours, your body needs to build those brand new cells. So it needs to rebuild brain cells. When you have seizures, um, you need to rebuild those brain cells. So the more you sleep, I'm not saying sleep 20 hours a day, but the more you sleep, the more you're giving your body an opportunity to recover and to rebuild the cells. All right. So like Virginia, she like we found out that she needs 12 hours of sleep. She's been sleeping way more than 12 hours today. Like, and I'm just letting her. Okay. We kind of had like we had no heat in the apartment since like Friday, and I had to get like one of those electrical heaters because the boiler is broken. But so that may be one of the reasons she wants to stay in bed more. But she's not feeling well today, and you gotta sleep. You have to sleep. Your body's saying, "Hey, I need that extra sleep." Guys, if you have nothing super urgent going on in your life that has to be taken care of, just go ahead and have that sleep. Just let your body rest. Let your body recover. Okay? That's from the heart and from experience. um, okay. So thank goodness. Karen says, thank goodness, I was only given phenytoin in the hospital, like when they load me up. But it makes me come out. Okay, I already read that. So yeah, um, so I was gonna talk about this, okay? With Virginia, we had the worst scenarios in our lifetime when it comes to the meds being administered in the hospital. Okay, she had bad reactions to them every single time. So when we go now to the hospital, okay, let's say she had a seizure or whatever, and let's say she ends up in the hospital. Like I always rush to be there, unless she's like all like awake and she's fine and she's just like going there to be checked for concussion and like to have a CT scan or something if she hit her head, then and she's able to talk and stuff, then that's fine. But other than that, I will rush to make sure that I'm with her, that she's not being given anything. And even I was always saying now, from now on, I always say to the EMTs, don't give her anything unless you absolutely have to. You only give her the Ativan, okay? Which is the one that's supposed to, kind of cut the seizure off and put the person in like a sleep relaxing mode, okay? And this is from experience, from many many years of experience with bad outcomes, because there's a vast of those available on the market, but uh, most of them are really really bad, especially if your body is not used to it and they give you a full dose of something that is supposed to be um, uh, uh, introduced to a person, starting from like a minimum um, a quantity, okay? So people start with meds, they start with little quantities and then they build it up to the levels that they're supposed to. Anyways, who wants belly rubs, really? Wow, look at this life. Oh my god. You wanna say hi to people? Zina, come. You wanna say hi to everybody? Come, Mama. Come say hi. Come here. Come on, you can say hi. Come say hi. Come, 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 come on, come here. Guys, you wanna see my booba? It's my booba. Hi, Vajit. Hey, you scared her. She was saying hi to people. Hi. 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 You have to come all the way here if you want to meet. Hi. Hi, everybody. Virginia's here. Hello. She finally woke up. Hi. Ah. Hi. I can't smell anything, so yeah. If you didn't brush your teeth, I can't smell anything right now.
Zina likes my breath. She wants to lick it. Come. Look your arm. I want her to say hi to the camera. Kimera.
She was saying hi to the camera. Chimera? Really? No, it's chimera. Okay, come here, Sue. Come here, look at that. Look at that beautiful Buddha. Look at that beautiful creature. Say hi to her. Smell anything. You know, I can't even smell Zena's mouth, so that means my sense of smell is completely gone.
Oh,
my
so your sense of hearing is not gone.
No.
Not yet, anyway.
Okay,
Ready?
so Guzman says,
Okay.
I suffered from grand mal
Okay.
seizures,
Time
but
to say
mostly petit mal, facial twitches, and blind stares. Okay, thank you for sharing.
You get on the bed
So
too.
Virginia,
You have to say hello too.
Virginia went through all of those, plus.
I literally went through all of them.
Yeah, plus. So she, I think it was due to using different meds, so they differently affected her brain, and so yeah, she had different types.
That's
because
also
of that.
why I'm vegan, because the meds, all those different concoctions of meds, is ruining the lining of my stomach. I can't eat meat because of it.
So Guzman says left temporal lobe is the area it originates. So did you go through the EMU study, which is epilepsy monitoring unit?
Yeah.
Because like Virginia went through the study twice. Reason being, I mean, the first time it was because they wanted to.
Yeah, it took a month for me to have a seizure at the first one, and it took
That's
like
because
a week.
you were having too much fun over there. You were so excited about talking to people and having friends in the room. They should isolate people.
No, I was too relaxed. And then the second one, I had a seizure within a week because I was stressed out that I wasn't able to help the guy that had a seizure, because I saw him. He was turning his head like I do when I have the seizure, and I wasn't able to get up and help him.
So
I had the things on my feet from the surgery.
Yeah. So the second time it was because she was actually placed there because of her surgeries, the injuries in her feet. So then they did the second study, and
then they found that I had sleep seizures.
I already knew you had sleep seizures.
Yeah, but that was.
But my words don't count. That was proof is when I say it, because I know.
Science is proof. Because the dogs, they shake
and what
when
science
they
is when I see, I know that you're sleeping and then you suddenly have a seizure? What kind of science is that?
But the doggos, they shake when they sleep. Does that mean they have seizures too? Or does that mean that they're chasing squirrels? Or birds?
So Guzman says left temporal lobe is the area it originates. So yeah, so now Virginia's study at the EMU, which
generalized seizures.
Epilepsy monitoring unit, is that they could never pinpoint where it originates or where it is.
That's why it's called generalized, because it goes all over the brain.
Yeah, so hers, she was not candidate for surgery. as they wanted to, well, first of all, the doctor who put her there, her thought was that, maybe they find her to be a candidate, which I would never approve.
Yeah, but I was already an adult by the second one, so I still wouldn't have gone through with the surgery.
Thank you. I even rolled my eyes just to make sure that you guys,
you're my good girl.
everything that you go through when you go to have any medical examiners and any medical people tell you something. If it's something super serious, always double check it, okay? Always make sure. This is my daughter dancing on my bed with the dog.
Because she's my baby now. Zina, you're
and
my baby.
She's shaking my bed. She doesn't want to be bugged.
Oh!
You paid for it.
Ew, she sees on my face. It's a good thing my eyes were closed.
You paid for it. Okay.
It's a good thing my eyes and my mouth were closed.
Yeah. So, anytime, even if it's a doctor, even if it's a professional, and it's something super serious, before you make serious life decisions, always educate yourself, always double check. You always, if it's something super, super, super important, it's okay for you to go and have a second opinion,
Zina, you're my baby girl.
Especially when it comes to the brain, it is very important. It's your central system, and before going through something like that, you should really make sure that you have, first of all, the doctor who's performing the surgery is a doctor that knows what he's doing, and that you're in good hands. All right, and you always have a choice. And you can always say no. You can always say, hey, I want somebody else to do it. Right? So, like in hospitals, like after years of going through emergencies and going through troubles that happen in emergency, the reason why I was talking about it is because they've administered medications to Virginia when we were in emergency more than once, that actually made her drop her blood pressure so low that it was dangerously low.
Yeah, because I already had low blood pressure.
So, you guys have to pay attention, and, if you can, have a family member. If you are, if your family members, always let them know that if you are not okay, like if you're not cognitive, that they should always come with you. Always make an effort to be there with you, so that you're not being administered anything that you don't want to be administered. Okay, so your family member has to be your advocate. They have to fight for you there. Okay, and they have to say, hey, no, unless it's absolutely necessary, then don't give meds and don't take meds that you don't absolutely need. Okay, guys, so this was it developed into a different conversation, but this is it's all about that. I always like to put, guys, can you go play somewhere else? Listen, I have 2 dogs now, and
2 dogs? Excuse me?
What about Debbie?
Debbie's not here.
Yeah, he's right here.
He's licking your leg. That's the difference. He's not playing.
Okay. So, it is all about you guys. And my biggest kid is not letting me to carry conversation anymore. So, remember, we're going to be here on Christmas Day. Hey, quiet. We're going to be here. Shh, quiet. No, mommy. Stop, Virginia. She thinks you're having a seizure. Can you stop?
It's okay, Zina.
Oh my God!
Okay.
So our
No,
dog.
she knows it's play, Mom.
Come here, sweetie. Come. Mommy's okay. Mommy's just.
She's
Horse-
wagging her tail. She knows
She's
it's
horsing
play.
around. She's horsing around. She's. Can you stop? It's nighttime. It's like 11 o'clock. No, stop. 11 o'clock. Okay.
Okay, Zena.
Okay, come here, Mama. Come. Come, give me a hug. Stop stealing my dog from me. Zina's
She's my baby. She's my baby. No, she's my baby. Zena's my baby now. Zena gets the belly rubs from me now.
Okay, that's gonna keep both of them quiet.
She's stomaching
Good.
us.
At least they're doing
She's
something.
going.
Oh, okay. So Karen, let us know when you're going for surgery, okay? You can leave like a message on under any of the videos on the channel. I will know, okay? If you just want to let us know when you're going, and you know what your feelings about it are. We are gonna be right now. We're doing the Sunday for sure. We're doing Sunday. Today was a delay because of technical issues I had with my PC, but we're doing Sunday afternoon, early afternoons for our epilepsy community. So it's a hangout. Super, yeah. So it's a hangout every Sunday, and we're gonna actually be doing more often, so we can give, especially now in the pandemic, so we can.
I stream on Twitch.
It's not advertising.
Twitch.tv/VirginiaDG.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put a link
I
below
play
the
video
video.
games.
I'm gonna put a link for
And I talk to
Virginia's
people.
channels,
You can follow me and
plural,
talk to me.
and talk to her.
That's when you can get one-on-one
And you can
it's
get one-on-one.
lighthearted, that we don't talk about the seizures. We talk about everything else.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's
So
fun times. It's
yeah.
time not to stress.
Okay, so on Christmas Day, you guys are invited to spend time with us on Christmas Day. Okay, and I'm not sure what time yet. We're gonna try to find some like adequate time, and then I'm gonna if you have the notification buttons on, like to put all notifications, then you're gonna know when it's coming up. So Guzman says hi, Virginia.
Hi! I don't
Uh,
have my glasses, so I can't see comments.
yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm visually impaired right now.
Yeah, she left her glasses in the room. Okay.
Like,
she
I
just
haven't washed my
can't
face
see
yet. I
them.
don't wear my glasses until I wash my face.
Yeah. Okay,
feels
so we'll see you guys on a Christmas Day. Now remember that I'm gonna put out the video for Christmas, which is just a Christmas music on our channel for you guys.
Bells, Batman smells.
No, the Batman doesn't smell, but the jingle bells are gonna be there for sure. Yes, jingle bells and some Christmas songs.
Jingle bells.
It's mostly
Mama smells.
it's instrumental. No, I don't. I took a shower. Ow. Okay, so my big kid is misbehaving. Okay, and so we'll see you on Christmas, guys. If you can come and spend some time with us, all right? Lots of love to all of you.
Hand. She's covering my mouth so I don't talk, and I lick her hand when she does it.
If you have any questions, if you have any questions,
What?
oh, me and Karen says her and her granddaughter sang that version the other day.
The Batman spouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zena smells. She needs to take a bath. She's looking at me like, excuse me?
Yeah, she's saying
I
I'm for it.
bathe myself all day long.
She loves baths. Yeah.
David
So-
loves baths too. He likes he'll go in the bathtub just. Or no, it was Zena last time when I was taking a shower and then I was going in the bathtub and then I asked her what did she want and then she just stepped into the bathtub with me.
she wants a bath. So there you go.
Or maybe she wanted to try a shower.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, oh, this is interesting.
Okay, so thank you for being with us. Now, guys, if you have any questions or let's say you have anything that you want to
I have a question. Where's the food?
that you miss, the food is on top of the stove.
Uh,
That
what is this?
if you guys want to share anything else, leave comments under any of the videos in on our channel, and I will read the comments and then I can get back to you. Okay?
What is this?
Oh wait, there's
What are these cold things?
oh, Karen says, and we three kings, one in a taxi, one in a car.
Huh?
3 kings?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Okay. Okay, and Guzman says, I've had EEGs, MRIs, CAT scans, and sleep studies. Yeah. So yeah,
Do you not feel this?
yeah, I feel this. So yeah, thank you guys. Virginia is really bugging me. So
I just woke up. I need my attention.
she is a bug. She was gonna keep on bugging
I'm
me
a
until
bug.
I give.
Excuse me?
It hurts.
I'm trying to bring circulation to your freezing feet, man.
Okay.
They feel like they've been in ice for like 2 days.
They don't feel like that to me.
And to you, but to me, this you feel my hand.
Oh, the 3 kings of cry of Orient are one in a taxi, one in a car, and one on a scooter. Is that like a?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
is that?
All I know about
That
three
sounds
men,
like a comedy.
All I
Is
know
it-
about 3 men is the 3 wise men.
Honking his hooter, following yonder star.
Oh yeah, that sounds like the 3 wise men.
Oh, okay. So Virginia knows that.
They
Okay,
were following the Bethlehem stars to get to Jesus.
okay, but scooter. There was no scooters at that time.
It's a parody of the song, obviously.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, and then there was no taxis. The taxis over there was the donkey. That was the taxi.
Yeah, that was a taxi, a wheelbarrow and a wheel.
That was their scooter, the wheelbarrow, maybe.
Yeah, no, that was their. They had a donkey and a cart.
Yeah.
That was their taxi.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So, have a good night. All the best
Zina's my baby.
all the best to
She's my
all of
baby
you. No, she's
My-
always my baby.
No, she's my baby.
Uh, so all the best to all of you,
And her head
and we'll
smells like
see
roast
you.
chicken.
We'll see you.
Yeah.
You're a vegan.
See,
You
she's
can't-
happy
no,
now.
No chickens for you.
I can have the vegan chicken.
Yeah. Okay. Lots of love to all of you. Say bye bye, Virginia. Say
Bye.
Shh, that's too loud. Just say bye bye.
Spirit fingers.
Okay, bye. Lots of love to all of you guys. Ciao, ciao. Till next time. Let's have fun together again.
Are you a good girl?